Alexa Bliss finally revealed some news that appears to fully cancel any WWE return plans. So we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out the latest for Bayley, Roman Reigns, and more. Let's start things off with the big news for Alexa Bliss. Alexa's been away from WWE television since late January. She was in the middle of a potential big reunion story with Bray Wyatt, which ultimately led to no payoff at all after Alexa went on a long hiatus. And during those last few months of Alexa's hiatus, it's been full of return rumors and other fan theories. So just a few weeks ago, there was even a rumor that Alexa Bliss was allegedly coming back soon to kick off not only her own return, but Bray's return as well. So that was the big popular rumor that was gaining some momentum. But there's finally some confirmed news about what's going on with Alexa Bliss that finally also gives us an answer for her return as well. Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera revealed to E! News that Alexa's pregnant and how they're expecting their first child together. Alexa and Ryan said that they were both completely surprised by the news, but how they couldn't be more excited. They also hosted reveal parties in LA and Orlando since they have close friends and relatives on both coasts. They said that they first found out about the pregnancy back in March and how Alexa is set to deliver in December 2023. So absolutely amazing news for the married couple. For fans that were hoping to see Alexa Bliss return to the ring, obviously, this pregnancy automatically cancels out any possibility of Alexa Bliss stepping foot inside the WWE ring for the remainder of 2023. So when it comes to Alexa Bliss's return to WWE, we'll now have to look forward to seeing that possible return take place sometime in 2024. Let's dive back into Damage CTRL's issues because Bayley just teased something very interesting. So, as if Damage CTRL wasn't already having enough misfortune and bad luck, they recently suffered the big loss of Dakota Kai. So, that was a massive sting for the group from a mental, physical, and spiritual perspective. That day one, original Damage CTRL member is no longer standing at ringside for the group, so it does hurt and leave a void. But Bayley and IYO SKY have been continuing to carry Damage CTRL's legacy and trying to get them back on track. Which brings us to the May 29th edition of Monday Night Raw. This episode of Raw featured a fatal 4-way tag team match for the recently vacated women's tag team titles. A golden opportunity for Damage CTRL to win their titles back. But unfortunately for them, Bayley and IYO came out of the match being unsuccessful in their attempt to get the titles back. Once again, another massive loss for Damage CTRL. Now, there wasn't any real storyline progression for Damage CTRL's tension during that edition of Raw, but Bayley did take to Twitter to post a very cryptic and interesting photo that had everyone talking and trying to decipher the meaning. Bayley posted a picture of herself sitting all alone while she spoke on the phone to someone. No one knows if this was a random picture that she just felt like posting, or if it could possibly include storyline implications. That's still up in the air and something that fans are discussing amongst themselves. One idea that the fans are theorizing about is if Bayley is calling up someone to join Damage CTRL to fill the void and try something new to try and end this strain of misfortune and bad luck that the group has been going through. Maybe it's a new superstar from NXT, maybe it's a former WWE superstar, maybe it's just one of Bayley's friends that she brings in to try and change up the vibe within Damage CTRL. Obviously, it's no secret that the most popular name that fans are throwing around to be behind that phone call with Bayley is Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks. Although, in the bigger picture, it does make sense for Bayley to reach out and call her longtime best friend. Everyone knows how Mercedes feels about WWE. Plus, she just suffered a broken ankle just a few weeks back. So the idea of Mercedes being on the phone is unrealistic and impossible for many reasons. On the flip side, maybe it's not Bayley recruiting someone new to join Damage CTRL. Maybe it's just Bayley trying to reach out to some people for some advice for the recent struggles she's been experiencing in Damage CTRL. No matter what direction they take it in, some more tension and issues could still be coming Bayley and Damage CTRL's way. WWE just recently released Roman Reigns' entire schedule for the majority of the summer season. So let's take a look at those dates. According to this new graphic released by WWE, Roman Reigns will be appearing on SmackDown on June 2nd, 16th, 30th, July 7th, 21st, and 28th. During that same time frame, he's expected to appear at 2 live events and compete at Money in the Bank on July 1st and SummerSlam on August 5th. So considering Roman Reigns is looked at as a part-timer, it's a pretty loaded schedule for him. He'll be at a majority of the SmackDowns during both June and July, and will be working at both premium events set for those months. As far as what those appearances and premium live events may consist of, well, there's some rumors and reports going around about that as well. Reports claim that the Money in the Bank could feature the long-awaited Civil War Bloodline Tag Team matchup between the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. The closing moments of Night of Champions was the perfect setup and the first step to seeing that match take place at Money in the Bank. So it's highly likely that Roman's appearances in the month of June will be used to build up that story for the tag team match against the Usos. That's a story and situation that's a long time in the making. So these few weeks in June to get us all ready for the match should be quite the ride. And then Roman's appearance in July will obviously be used to build up towards his match at SummerSlam. There's still no confirmed word on who Roman's SummerSlam opponent will be. Lots of fans are really hoping for Roman's SummerSlam opponent to be Jey Uso. But again, we'll have to wait until after Money in the Bank to see if that's the direction they want to go in. It's interesting because Jey Uso used to be furious and angry against Roman Reigns. It was just a few months ago after Royal Rumble where Jey Uso was openly challenging Roman Reigns to a singles match on his Instagram. But after Roman started to hint at the idea of threatening Jimmy Uso, Jey's mood really switched up and he fell back in line pretty fast. And even with the Night of Champions moment, it wasn't like Jimmy and Jey both agreed to do that to Roman. It was Jimmy who acted alone and in the heat of the moment, and Jey still seemed to be very worried for Roman and for his own sake after Jimmy did what he did to Roman. So in order for Jey to get that fire and edge back to his character to go after Roman again, something big will probably need to happen in the weeks before SummerSlam. Considering how the theme has been about the brothers protecting themselves in different ways, maybe that's what serves as the turning point for Jey Uso. Maybe Roman finally does get his hands on Jimmy Uso and doesn't hold back at all. Just gives him the biggest beatdown we've ever seen Roman dish out, and that writes off Jimmy for a bit. And gives Jey a great reason and motive to come after Roman Reigns with that same level of desire that he was showing earlier in the year. So we'll have to see if that's the direction they decide to take everything in. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.